Okay, so since that last video I made about a lot of dynamic and crazy things upcoming, a lot has happened. So we did have the lunar eclipse on September 7th, and on the day after that eclipse, let's start it with this. So my favorite team is the Ravens in the NFL. They were playing the Buffalo Bills, and they had a big lead that they gave up, which was very surprising to anyone that watches football or is familiar with it, and especially the dynamics of that game. Derrick Henry put a solid lead that put like most people just checked out, and they were like, oh, okay, the Ravens won, right? But then a lot of unexpected things happened, like Derrick Henry fumbling, and that led to other things that the Bills ended up winning that game. So if that wasn't that that unexpected or like for you all, the next day, my heart goes out to Nepal. Like that, I'm very close with that country. It's where I was actually born, and so I hope you guys know about what's going on there. But it is very uncertain, and it is very kind of tough right now. It does mirror the Pluto and Aquarius themes of people being tired of the people at the top, getting away with things that they shouldn't get away with. I'll just say that much. But and Pluto is also out of bounds, like I had mentioned in the last video. Uranus retrograde, things, crazy things happening that, and in some cases, unprecedented things, which the next day, which was September 10th, we had Charlie Kirk being assassinated. And, I'm someone that really is against a lot of what he had done in terms of, just the way he would lampoon the other side and make not give accurate information, and always just try to make the other side look bad. Although he did do a lot of these debates on college campuses and stuff. So I think that's a good intention that he might have had, but often it would manifest in very low vibration, negative kind of assertions. I remember this one college student was calling out the extremists of both sides, and then Charlie's retort was just that no, it's only the leftists that are bad. And he got, even though the thing about Libra is balance and peace is their end goal, but you don't get, you have to go through a process to get there, and that process involves a lot of tension. So he would hold opposing viewpoints. With Libra, you're able to hold opposing viewpoints together in order to eventually get to that place of balance. And he had a lot of skill and charisma. But anyways, okay, I don't want to go off too much on that. I will say that I feel terrible about this assassination on him that was unexpected. And it's also, he has a family. He has a wife and kids, and so as a human being, I obviously feel compassion for what happened there. And so I always say, love for all beings, right? So that on that level, it's terrible what happened, and in many ways is unprecedented in modern American history. Our history has a lot of violence in the United States of America, but it's been a long time since we had an assassination of a high-level figure like this. He wasn't elected in politics, but he was close with Trump. He would still talk to Trump, and he would still he had a lot of political clout on the right wing, and he was instrumental in Trump winning his election in 2024 because of Gen Z men that followed him. So I mean, he's quite a character, and there's a few reasons. I mean, okay, so now that I said all that, I will say that on that day I was sadly expecting a high-profile death of someone, because when you look at this that day, the sun was conjunct the South Node in Virgo, and the last few okay, so I've been following this for a while, and when the sun was conjunct the South Node in Libra a few years ago, we had Suzanne Summers passing away. And then the one before that, like in the sign of Scorpio, when the sun was conjunct the South Node in Scorpio, we had the death of Aaron Carter. Do you all remember that? The brother of Nick Carter, so the sun South Node often brings these high profile kind of deaths. And also when you look at Charlie Kirk's chart, we have the transit Mars was right on his sun, and that transit Mars is also approaching an opposition to Chiron, which is actually not even exact yet, but we already felt that energy with this. And then like at that moment that he was shot, we had the moon was at the last degree of Aries, and it was conjunct both Chiron and Eris, and that's opposing the and so, like, you know, moon is the crowd, the people, and opposing his like sun in Libra, and with the Chiron and Eris there, like, you know, Chiron actually is associated with like the USA Chiron is at 20 degrees, I think, 20 degrees Aries, and a lot of people think that has to do with the USA gun laws, and why you know, it's issues with gun culture, like USA gun culture, and it's issues with guns and the sadness that they often bring with the deaths. So right now Chiron is retrograde and going so it's approaching the point of its the USA Chiron return. And so that's just another fact. I mean, it's really sad that this happened. And then another thing about his death is that he was 31 years old, which is an 8th house perfection year in traditional astrology. And with, you know, 8th house themes. So that's also kind of, I don't want to say fascinating. I mean, this is, it's regardless of what you think of him, as I do for like even other deaths, like the ones even the media doesn't talk about, like in Palestine and all that. Like it's tragic, and it's sad, and it's nothing to like celebrate as much as you, even if you disagree with him on everything. Like I disagree with him on everything, and but yeah, we're in eclipse season, and you know, not I mean, the thing is, there are going to be moments of things feeling better and whatever, but we're still deep in this eclipse season. And the next one coming up has this theme of like powerful rulers. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Before I end this video, I did want to share that something else I found in traditional astrology, like Ptolemy had written about the lunar eclipse in the second decan of Pisces, which we just had, as death to an important man. And William Lilly said regarding this eclipse and where it was at, death to some prime man of princely descent. So take with that what you will. I hope you all are like utilizing these eclipses well for your chart, Virgo and Pisces themes. There is a lot of more dynamic intensity coming up in this month though. But so take care of yourselves, and I wish you all the best, and thank you for watching.